But now we're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're behind the camera, in front of the camera, on the runways, leading the companies,
Honey.
treating you as a doctor.
Yeah.
We're in
Yes.
government. We're
Hello, everywhere. And you want to try to eradicate us?
Oh.
Have a seat. Sistrix, good to see you.
To see you, gorgeousness.
You look delicious. Aren't you glad you wore orange?
Yes, orange, I glad.
Yes. You look like a healthy glass of orange juice.
Oh my God. Tang.
Tang, you want some poutine?
I'm tangy.
It's not tangy, but it's tangy. You know what I've been thinking about, Sugar?
What?
How much I love your lipstick.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, do you remember that movie? Lipstick?
Oh,
Yes.
Marielle
Hemingway, yes.
Oh my gosh. Precursor
Yes.
to Me Too.
Yep,
It was
yep.
very Me Too.
Very
before
Me
its
Too.
time.
You guys Google schmoogle that one. It's really good. Yeah.
And that opening scene,
It's everything.
a Scavullo,
Oh.
and Way Bandy.
Wait, Bandy. Hello.
Makeup.
Lipstick and Eyes of Laura Mars and what was the one with Diane Keaton looking for Mr. Goodbar? Like that era of fucking movies was everything.
Oh, and there was Exposed.
Exposed.
With Natasha Spinski.
Cat people.
Cut people. She turns into cat.
The cat. Why she
in the
cut
night
one
with
more?
the moon.
Ooh. I did a super flip and what is it called? That hand spring something. Yeah, I butchered that one. It wasn't coming out. In my head, I thought it was. So tell me
Yes.
about your lipstick.
Well, I am currently wearing a NYX butter gloss.
Ooh, butter.
Butter gloss. But I am waiting for my MAC lip erase.
Ooh.
So wonderful.
What's that one? I don't know that one.
She's new.
Is she?
She's new. She's new. She's new. She's coming out she is out.
Is she
I
out?
think
Yeah.
she's out.
Yeah.
She's out, but you got to go out and get her now because she.
You know how it is, honey.
It's low.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny. I have some vintage MAC pieces that I went into the archives to find. And my girlfriend, she said to me, she's like, we don't make that anymore. Like, that's really old. She's like, I don't think you could use it. I was like, but I want to keep it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they make such great pieces.
Packaging.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, a lipstick color can transport you
Mm-hmm.
back to like, you know, when you bought it.
That's right.
The first time you
That's
wore
right.
it.
And MAC evokes that, I feel, for some
Yes,
reason.
yes.
Remember when we used to go to Christopher Street because that was like the main hub,
Yeah.
and you could bring your recyclables? I used to love that, and they would give you a discount. They've always been about the dolls.
They have.
Yeah.
They've always been so inclusive.
Yeah.
Using Rue for
Yes.
Viva
Yeah.
Glam.
Hello.
You know, always so like not with the times, but
Yeah.
before the times.
Before the times.
Because I remember the first time I went into the store, I think it was either Lauren Pine or Miss Guy.
Yes.
Got a job there.
I remember that. I remember when Miss Guy worked there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're like, yeah, dolls working at MAC. Oh.
Yeah, because they knew they knew their customer and their
Mhm.
customer base,
That's right.
and sort of they were about creativity and colors that you could not get
That's right. That's
on
right.
the market.
Yeah.
You know, Wet and Wild can only go
Ugh.
wet and wild for
That's
so
true.
long.
That's true. With some Aquanet, it just felt like it kind of went together,
the
right?
smell of
Yeah,
Aquanet.
exactly. Smells like a whore in the back of a Alfa Romeo or a Trans Am or a Corvette. Oh,
Rum, rum,
rum, rum, rum.
Well, speaking of makeup expertise, please welcome our wonderful, wonderful friend, Bradley Miller.
Bradley Miller.
Yes, Bradley Miller. Bradley is an educator and a public speaker with a colorful history in the cosmetics and fashion industries.
Bradley, I can't believe we have you here, baby girl.
So excited to be here, girl.
So wonderful.
Sister
Thank you,
time.
sister. Strix.
Likewise.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
look
goddess.
gorgeous. Work the black look, honey.
Work the white and the
Come
orange
on,
and blue.
and the orange.
Okay.
I mean,
I have
hello.
to show up for my girls.
Yeah, you
know?
showed up
We're
and
gonna
showed
talk
out.
about beauty, fashion, all the things.
Booty, beauty. and
Fashion.
Fashion, sure. Didn't have a B, but sure, okay. First of all, sitting here is so surreal because we have been talking about this and we have been talking about this for the longest time. So I just want you to know, sitting here in this space with the both of you is everything. So let's just go on a fucking journey. But
Yes.
before we go deep inside, that's what he said. When did
Or
your
she.
or she? That's true.
okay.
You
Or
want
they.
to exclude anybody. When did your makeup career start, girl? I know this, but everybody else doesn't.
About 20 years ago, a little over 20 years. Yeah.
You don't look that mature.
Young.
It's this really nice lighting we have here in the
Yes.
studio. You
Right,
know?
right.
20 years ago.
Pink for
So-
a lady.
Pussy, as I say.
Hey.
Pussy pink.
Pink for her pleasure.
Yes, just a little pink under the eye. But I started when I was in fashion school. I went to school in San Francisco and started at MAC Cosmetics and have been there ever since.
Wow.
It's amazing, right?
Amazing.
In New York City for 13 years, loving it.
Hello.
How I met the two of you.
Yep.
Yes.
But doing all the things. It's not just beauty, it's fashion,
everything,
it's
yeah.
advocacy, it's all of it.
Yeah. We are jack of all trades. All of
We
us.
have to be,
Yeah, we do.
especially in this world.
That's right.
We have to be because, if you can't lift yourself up, you can't lift others up.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yes.
And your career in beauty has been about uplifting and sort of enabling confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever we've worked together, that's always what I've gotten.
Yeah.
Is that uplifting and that energy and that, we're here together, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not dragging each other, we're lifting each other up.
Right,
We're
exactly.
Just talking
And
about
that's
it.
all love
The dragon
anyway. Yeah,
shall come
exactly.
later.
Yeah. And also that is under the umbrella of the goddess. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We come with a wealth of knowledge, and whatever career that it is that we are and doing, we bring all of this wealth of knowledge of life, that is innately in us, So it's beautiful when you can see these beautiful pillars, not only looking fantastic and doing their job, but bringing and spitting some knowledge. There's always something hidden in a message,
Yes.
Right.
Just pay attention, because that's how we all got here.
Right.
And I think that that's what we want to bestow upon all of the rest of our brothers and sisters,
Right.
know?
We have to build each other up in any way that we can
Yeah.
because we don't get that other places.
That's right.
Unless
Yes.
it's in a forum where we're the talent.
Right,
Yeah.
We're in
right,
front
right,
of the camera,
right.
We
Yeah.
don't get to have that experience of like everyday women where they're walking up to a makeup counter or they're shopping in a store. Usually it's the opposite.
Right.
People are looking at us differently or they're scoping us out. But my career started behind a counter helping people actually from all walks of life.
Yeah,
But we have to do that for each other, especially right now, like
Right.
lift each other up.
that's right.
And I started in makeup in fashion because that's where as a small child I found my liberation or my beauty, not my physical beauty,
Right.
but felt confident
Absolutely.
in helping other people, my friends.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
high school.
Yeah.
When I was in junior high, even at elementary school, dressing up and putting on glitter and
Yeah.
mascara as you
Yeah,
say.
that's right, baby.
Or curling someone's hair or flat ironing your hair for the first time. Like those are all things that are not just cosmetic. They're things that make you feel better about yourself. And
And you were very similar backgrounds, very nurtured from your family. Your mother, your brother. I mean, she's an amazing family. Your brother is everything, and your sister. If you want to tell a little story about your brother and your sister, who are amazing.
yes. Yeah. I mean, this is, I think, something we share a lot of the time as trans women. Not for everyone. I'm going to generalize, but there was a strong female figure in our
Yes.
lives, whether it was a family member or someone that we knew that uplifted us or saw us.
Yeah.
For
saw us.
who you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saw us, we knew who we were, maybe,
Yes.
and empowered us in a way. And for
And
me, it
sometimes
was
before we even see it.
Yeah. No, that,
You know?
that was my case.
Yeah.
yeah,
International crisis.
Yes.
She was like, okay, when you're ready,
Yep.
come to me and we'll talk. And
Right.
I was not ready.
Yeah.
And
she knew.
And she knew.
She knew.
She knew. She said, come to me when you are ready.
Yep.
And it took a couple of months and it clicked. I was like, oh, that's what she's talking about.
Connie.
Because we're also
you don't know.
growing
don't.
up.
Yeah.
Growing up, you're
Getting the opposite.
getting the opposite from the outside world and you don't sort of plug into you and plug into the ability to make a life for yourself.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because there's so much turmoil,
Right.
and
Right.
You can't
and the world
hone
is
in
coming
and
at
nurture
you.
it because
Yeah.
there's so much white noise. First of all kids, but especially put this in the mix.
Yes.
You know? So when you find that person or that person finds you, it's like this, they see you. And to have that vulnerability of not even knowing that you're doing it, but that they see you, that's a connection. That is a
Yes.
special
share that.
connection.
Yes.
And you got to tune into that. And I'm saying this to, new viewers who are listening and seeing this and know us and think, oh, wow, amazing. You have that. We all have that.
Yeah.
We come from that, but pay attention to that, because we're here because of those experiences, for crisis seeing her and anyone who saw the two of us and still continues to, and still, it never ends.
No.
It never ends. But that moment when you're coming up, that's when it helps nurture you. But always keep that because you will always have that.
Yes.
Right.
And we
Yeah.
also see it in others as well.
We
You
do.
got to pay it forward.
100%. And I love what you said about it was almost like you're reacting to the world. Sometimes we are, instead of being seen by somebody that loves us and sees us for who we
Yes.
are,
Yeah.
as children, most of the time we are trans children.
Yeah.
We see ourselves through the lens of the way society sees us.
Yes.
Yes.
And most of the times we're identifying through a place of fear and judgment or bigotry or we're being bullied. And then you get that one moment, whether for me it was my grandmother and my mother, for
Oh
you
my
it was
God,
international
yes.
crisis, for you it was your mother and your grandmother.
I know. Yeah.
But there's these moments where you're finally seen not from a lens of bigotry and fear or threat, but you're being seen through the eyes of someone that loves you and sees the divine feminine
Fairness,
in
as
you.
it should be.
Isn't that insane?
Yes.
My therapist talks about this a lot, but we live life in three phases. We live in a phase of three three energy waves in a phase of threat or fear, and fight, or in a state of joy or empowerment. And
Yes.
you're either living in one of those spheres or phases every day. And I don't want to live in the fear and threat phase.
Yes.
I want to thrive in the fight and joy phase.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
That's so beautiful, Mama.
Shout out to my therapist. Therapy
Absolutely.
saves lives.
No,
Shout out,
it's
shout
true.
out.
Trans woman.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
and a
That's
trans woman.
beautiful.
Her therapist is a trans woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
international. She lives in Portugal now because she left the country, unfortunately. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
bless.
Nice.
Well, also that's
So very
and,
nice.
and great point to bring into. I think that where we are living right now, it's like I think that when we all heard about what was about ready to happen, in January, there were
Yeah.
those people that were like, "Am I staying in this or am I getting the hook?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that knowing the both of you and myself, you're not taking my city and my country from me.
No.
Because first of all, this is a very small margin of what we're going to go through in life, but it's important. And I really need you guys to hear this out. And I'm always going to come from a princess light, but not a place of delusion because I'm highly not delusional for most things. My sister would say,
She said
I know, but I can read your mind. But Connie, I can see you. Ah, welcome black.
literally, I call her.
Okay,
Never
we're not
mind.
going to go there yet.
We're not going to.
But just get over so hush, hush. This is a moment and a time that is going to be very small margined, as I was mentioned for us, but it's necessary. We've been putting a Band-Aid on this country for the longest time. And of course, what are you going to do? You're going to pick on the margin of people that you think is the easiest target.
weakest.
However,
The
we are
weakest.
the
We're the
strongest.
strongest.
We are the
Yeah.
strongest because guess what? Unlike most, we've been put through it from the jump.
Period.
Okay. And we will always will be. However, we're very united, but we also have a lot of amazing allies, So just remember again, and I can never stress this enough, you have to be very thoughtful and mindful of where you get your acknowledgement from.
Right.
And we know we're not going to get it from mainstream media. We have to look into each other.
Yes.
Moments like this, like I said, it's not a highly driven political format, but again, we're living in real time.
Yes.
These conversations will come up with different guests because everybody's narrative is a little bit different. But at the same time, we all sit on the toilet and shit and pay bills. You cut me, I bleed. So therefore,
How dare you.
there will be moments that these do come back up into the mix. So
How'd she know?
I just want us to all know that we are all here.
Yeah.
Everyone watching this, like, subscribe every Thursday. We tune in for this love fest because this is what gets us through this. I know that when I see moments like this, I want to tune in, and it makes me feel that much more like, yeah, we're not alone in this.
Yeah.
No.
You know, so this is fantastic. And I thank you both for your words and your visibility and everything that it is that we do when we walk out that door every day. You know, I think that my days personally for protesting, I've done it. It's been amazing. But my protest is every day getting up and going out.
Yeah. No,
You know,
visibility.
And this show.
is our
yeah.
protest.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
We go out and we are visible every day because you're in the sort of corporate sphere.
And hello.
And you are like, you come up against
Yeah.
sort of that, turning of the tide.
Yeah.
How has that sort of been in your experience now in sort of corporate?
God, it's such a good question. I think to bring this to us, I feel like every environment we are put in, or I'm put in, I'll answer your question about me. Trans people are forced to be the teachers always.
Always.
And even if we're just wanting to show up and do our jobs, we have to teach people how to work with us, how to treat us, even though we are just wanting like regular human kindness, equity in the workplace, access to the same jobs as everyone else, or healthcare, housing, whatever it is.
Right.
But it can be labor intensive, like laborious, like emotionally tasking, physically exhausting.
Right.
You know, we have to constantly, we talk about this
all the time.
be
Yeah.
situationally aware while
Yes.
also trying to not be too strong.
Right.
Not to be too
It's
forceful.
a teeter-totter.
But I work for an incredible organization. I've been at Estee Lauder companies for 20 years. MAC Cosmetics, the brand, you were talking so beautifully about it earlier. And I chose to make this my career because of the work that we were doing.
Yeah.
And what I saw the brand doing
Yeah,
20
they're more
years
than a
ago
brand.
when I was
They're
in
more
college.
than a brand. Yeah.
And I was 18 years old. You know, you do the math, you can find out how old I am.
No, we don't do math.
20 years ago.
Phonics, she failed.
I remember sitting there thinking in our basic training, we call it, it's a 5-day training. And now I'm doing that for people all
Isn't that
over
amazing?
the world.
Paying it forward.
But I remember sitting there
Yes.
watching these videos of all of these incredible runway shows and impact that we were having in the 90s and early 2000s when I began. And I thought to myself, Viva Glam, which is a huge thing that we do. We talk about this. And fashion, like I made it I believe in manifestation. You know this.
Yes.
You know
She's the
this.
queen of manifestation.
I mean, we are magic.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting there thinking, that's what I'm going to do. That's my life. It was resonating with me so much. 13 years later, I became a global spokesperson for the Viva Glam Fund for 25 years. Thank you. And as a part of that, I worked with Estee Lauder companies, the organization.
That's huge.
To forward think about how we could be more accepting. And you said this in my intro about like, we're not setting the trends, or we're not a part of the trends. We are actually blazing ahead into the
Blazing.
future. But Estee Lauder company now is like leading with healthcare and inclusivity, like that we have no exceptions in our healthcare for trans people. There's no financial cap. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but we went from having like a laundry list of exclusions for trans people. Healthcare is hard, right? Now there's not one exclusion. And that's just a piece of what I do with the organization. And we got to that place because I started my medical transition, you remember?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh my God, I don't have the same healthcare as my coworker.
She changed that. Yeah.
Now they all
you.
do.
Thank you.
Come on now. Let's give it up for
They
that.
all do.
Like that's huge.
Yeah.
And to have such an intelligent woman of your experience in this position is magnificent, but it should be the norm.
Yes.
It should be the norm, you know, and also too, viewers watching this get to see regardless of, you know, what background this person is coming from, get to see a different narrative of what mainstream society is trying to paint of us. Intelligent women who are doing things.
Yes.
And because of our survival.
Well, true.
Because we have to.
Honey, we've been shape-shifting witches for eons.
I would be and I don't mean to cut across you.
No.
But I strongly believe this, and I don't want to live in the negative. But if I was a cis woman and I was doing what I was doing,
You've been overlooked.
I would be now leading, I think, organizations. Maybe not my company, but our fight is that much harder. There's so much more. There's so much more that goes into our existence.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
like every bit of success
that
we have.
informs the world as a whole.
Yeah. We're bringing them with us.
She said the whole.
But the same goes for the both of you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you.
Connie, you were walking runways in the 90s when no other trans women of your experience was doing it.
That's right.
You should have your own company.
There were
A few.
yes, there were a few, but because my first season there was another, I can't remember her name.
I know who you're talking about with the blonde hair.
No, dark hair.
Oh,
Brazilian.
yeah.
Yes. And it's just like, you know, we were there and it's like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
And you are not only trying to do a good job, you are a representative, as you said, and you are making headway while doing your job.
Yeah.
And you might not even be that aware of it at the time.
No,
right?
we weren't.
You're just
Nobody
trying to
was,
make the
yeah.
money and have the job and do whatever.
Have experiences. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you look back and when you have a minute to breathe and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That was revolutionary.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Isn't it a gag when you have
You
that
stood
moment?
in their face.
Yeah,
You stood in their
yeah.
face and you are, just as you said, you fought.
That's right.
You fought. You stood in their face and you fought for progression.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because of your survival.
Yeah.
I think that's history makers don't know they're making history.
No,
in the
never
moment.
do.
I don't know who said
We
that
spoke
recently.
about that on a previous episode, her and I. Like we didn't, we were just, like I said, just trying to pay the bills and get the next meal.
Get some cute shoes.
And have a great time too. But
Right. And
we were
feel
happy
pretty
with it.
doing
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Sweetheart, what is the connection between makeup and women and the trans experience, would you find?
I mean, it could be just surface, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking about putting on mascara.
But it's
Think
not.
of if you ask any woman, what is their like desert island makeup item? It's either SPF or mascara, right? Or lip gloss,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yes.
or lip balm.
Yeah.
And I think that is something as small as that like we all share with other cis women, right?
Yeah.
But it goes so much deeper for me because putting on makeup as a trans woman is like putting on my armor,
yes.
to go outside.
Yeah.
And even if it is tinted moisturizer and mascara, it makes me feel cunt
Absolutely.
so that I can go to my grocery store and get things to meal prep for the week.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if I'm going on a date, maybe I have a little bit more,
Shush.
just a touch more. But I think that's what it is, right? Like
to attract the man.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sweating.
Oh,
But
yeah, wait.
that's exactly right. But like, I mean, look at all the levels of makeup that we're wearing today.
I'm not wearing any makeup.
You know, that's right.
How dare you?
This isn't about
Such a
makeup.
rude woman.
After
This interview is over.
No, I think that's something that we share. I mean,
Yeah.
it's $1 trillion industry,
Yeah.
Katie. And as a young trans person, now trans woman working in a cosmetic floor, I was exposed to women in a way that other trans girls weren't because I was servicing them. Right, I was in a
Yes.
customer service environment, and I was able to build so many relationships and have clients. My first trans client was a VP of a Lucas Studios video game.
Really?
Oh, wow.
And he was a rock and roller, trans woman at the time. She was a rock and roller, long beard. Her wife owned the salon that I was getting my hair done at as a 19-year-old. And the wife brought her to me, 19.
Oh my God.
and I
that
had
is
never done a trans
huge.
person's makeup before.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, this is just makeup.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
And look
gonna
at how it
just,
just
I'm gonna do
transformed,
her
yeah.
makeup. Her name was Marissa. Shout out to Marissa Martinez. She's now married, actually.
Really?
To her husband. Lives in San Francisco. But that was 20 years ago. And some of my best girlfriends, Gina
Gina,
Rosero,
yeah,
was a cosmetic department girl.
Yeah, yeah.
The trans community was so rich and thriving in a cosmetic department. But now we're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're behind the camera, in front of the camera, on the runways, leading the companies,
Honey.
treating you as a doctor.
Yeah.
We're in
Yes.
government. We're
Hello.
everywhere.
Everywhere. And you want to try to eradicate us?
Oh,
Have a seat.
it's not gonna
Several.
happen. You need to blotch yourself, honey.
Come on, blotch yourself. You, the girl, that is a
We
fierce
are
use the
not
business,
oily,
honey.
we glow.
Thank you.
That's right. The hormones be slapping sometimes.
The essence of Gelfling.
Right. But some of the most simple things that we share as girls is like putting on our makeup or
Yeah,
feeling cute.
absolutely.
Or sitting in a makeup chair behind a runway show.
That's
When
right.
we were working together at Theophilia.
Yeah.
And
Such a wonderful experience. Oh my God.
so inclusive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So we worked together at Theophilio for New York Fashion Week. What was your experience this Fashion Week? How do you see sort of the dolls being represented going forward?
And have you seen a lot more since you started?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
right?
have,
Yeah,
I have.
yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
I can
yeah.
always tell how society.
I could cry.
That's so beautiful.
I could cry.
That's so gorgeous.
I could cry.
Coming from where we came from to
Like-
this is huge.
Yeah. Like Liana says, I could go and sit in the corner and weep.
And just be like, what? Yeah.
It's
It's
just
crazy.
like,
I know. It's unfathomable.
Weep from joy, right?
Yes.
Like live
Yes.
in that joy that, like, you know, maybe you didn't intentionally know it at the time, but you were doing all that work so that someone that looks like you or maybe doesn't look like you is
That's
going to be
right. Just to have
backstage
the
with you.
opportunity. Yeah.
Yes.
So, as obviously women of trans experience, how do you find dating? That is $1 million question. That I
Well,
think
we just got the 5-minute flag. You know, I'm for this, but you know what? We talk about this all the time.
all the time.
Like that's another thing that the community shares is our stories about
Yeah,
dating.
yeah.
Because we're always kind of talking to the same people.
And it's important to
unknowingly.
hear too,
Yeah.
you know?
I think, regardless of the political climate, on all of that, because to me, it is what it is. It will always be that for us. I think, even if we had more progressives in leadership, but I think dating, there's been so much work done. I would say the past 10 years and I don't say this lightly, and I might get flack for this, so drag me if you want, but to liberate cis straight identifying men from their identities
Yes.
of that they're going to lose. Our girlfriend Mila just said this the other day on a podcast, lose social capital because they're out publicly about or being with trans women, even though we are women. We are trans women. I never say that I'm a woman. I say I'm a trans
That's
woman
right.
because I know who I am,
That's
and I
right.
don't want to be a cis woman.
Absolutely.
We
And I
joke
think
about
that
it.
is something that a lot of people don't understand.
But I agree. But I think there's been so much work done to liberate men, to empower them. We just talked about this.
Yes.
We have to educate and empower people and teach them, and we do that by dating them. But men now feel comfortable, or we're starting to feel comfortable and confident being out in the world, just being with us.
Yes.
And I think we're not there. There's no going back from that.
No, there's not.
Once you start to liberate men
Yeah.
in a patriarchy with their sexuality,
Yeah.
they will fight and kill for us.
That's right.
And that's all I'll say about that.
That's right. And that is a beautiful way to end this. Bradley, we can't thank you enough. Honestly, this could go on and we're going to have you back. I mean,
Please.
this is just
Special guest star
scratching the
again.
surface, literally.
Definitely.
Tickling the
definitely.
balls, if we will.
Tickling the breast.
You are welcome. You have a home here with me and Con. We love you. And
love you.
can you just tell us like what we have to look forward and where we can find you?
Yes, I mean, we're going to be doing so much more together. I know this, but you can find me anywhere at The Art of Bradley. Very easy. But yeah, stay tuned.
You're beautiful,
much
Mama.
more. I
Thank
love
you.
you.
We love
I
you as
love
well.
you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much
baby
for
girl.
coming and sharing your light with us. Oh, wait. Let me
yeah.
My light and my heat.
Kumbaya.
and live in the joy.
Yes.
Live in the joy.
Live in that,
Don't live in the threat.
That's
that
right.
Space of
in the
joy.
joy.
That's right, because you guys, we will get through this. It's all good. It's just a moment.
I
Would
forgot.
you-
I forgot my
Oh,
my matte,
lip glass.
my lip glass.
Oh,
one of
honey.
my favorite matte.
Wow.
It's iconic.
I
She's
still
the
have my,
Nepo.
that shit was so sticky, but it looked great.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, ding. Oh. Fishing? Oh, your country breakfast is
Fishing.
ready.
Really, my darling, would you like to go fishing?
Well, I'm not a cannibal, sugar. But if I must, is there steak?
Oh,
I know my sister loves a shrimp cocktail.
come on, Scram. You know I do, girl. Who is it? Oh, your star. Her starfish.
A
Con,
yellow starfish. All
Connie?
right, do I just read this question?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yes, read it.
what?
Okay, I can't say names,
Okay.
but the most memorable makeout at the club. Why don't you go first? No names.
Oh,
You're,
okay. Yeah.
you're hooked up.
I am presently with someone. It's so many. There were. I
Everybody.
think that every time I've ever locked lips with someone, I can't do this.
Except for me.
I can't do this.
Never.
It's always been memorable because it's a good time. And I think that anytime you can connect with somebody and they want to kiss you, and I'm still that girl. I know I don't look like that girl, but I'm always like, God, you want to kiss me? So it's always memorable. It's sweet. Connie, moving on.
Okay, making out at the club.
The club.
At the club.
Connie's like, I don't do that kind of thing.
Oh, I spent 2 summers in Italy.
Yes, you did.
It'll.
Littles.
In Riccione.
Mm.
It was a town.
Was he Riccione?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, bada bing, bada boom over here.
She prayed, she loved.
Thank you.
She
I did.
They prayed. And they
I
love the
think-
cocoa sheen too, honey.
Oh, please. Lay down in the street. I want to
Hello.
fuck you.
Exactly.
Can you make spaghetti?
Hello.
That's so hot.
Can you iron a shirt?
So what you're saying is his name is Chef Boyardee.
It's not delivery. It's this or no.
Okay.
Hey, partnership sugar.
But yeah, he
She's
was,
like, yeah, look at the grand, honey.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we made out. We made out on the dance floor and at some after hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the bathroom.
That's all right.
Oh, I live.
We did get caught in the bathroom by security. Okay.
Okay. Bradley.
I'm getting hotter. There are some good ones I'm thinking about. No names, but I mean, everyone has a boom boom room experience
I
in New
mean-
York City. And it was a Fashion Week party. I was there with all my friends. I think both of you were
That
definitely
was
there.
probably
Probably,
spinning
yeah,
shoes out the
And I
door.
was sitting, I was sitting next to our sister Amanda.
Aw.
We were having
Little.
martinis, and I was looking very good. I felt very good. I don't know if I was looking good, but I felt very good. And I got a DM, like, we're all on our phones, whatever, during the lulls. And it was from a guy. I had no idea who he was. I was sitting there. He was like, "Are you at the Boom Boom right now?" And I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "I'm staring at you from across the bar." And so I was like, "Oh, great, of course." Like, who would have an in-person experience but facilitated by social media in that moment?
Your device.
I feel like that's very now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I look
It is.
up and I'm like trying to find him, and I'm like, "Oh my God, he is so hot."
How do you have your number?
He DM'd me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, we found you on Instagram?
You know how you geotag yourself like
Yeah.
in stories? And I was posting stories with Amanda.
And then it shows.
I don't know
then it
this.
shows
Where you
Thank
are.
everybody
goodness.
else
Oh,
that's
yeah.
there.
Oh,
So you know the bathrooms at
so
Boom
hot in here, sugar.
Yeah.
So he came over, bought me another martini, and
The
honey,
Hall
one
of
martini,
Mirrors?
2 martinis.
Panties down.
No, never.
Why?
I don't wear those.
Ah.
And so we went to the roof. We had a cigarette. We danced, and then everyone has a bathroom at the Boom Boom Room.
Not me. I don't
And
like
they're-
bathroom sugar.
And they're private, and it was hot, and it was
That's hot.
You can see 360 of the city.
Yeah,
and it was more than
absolutely.
just a makeup.
Come on, voyeur.
But
True.
I'm a demure girl, so
Well, thank you, everybody. It's not in this show, sugar. Lies and deception, honey.
if you see this, I don't even remember his name.
Cookie.
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 You see this?
Call
See
me.
the Boom Boom.
Okay.
What's my girl?
Spit a bitch up.
Get a bitch up.
Bradley, we love you.
I love you.
Please
Love
come
you,
back
love you, love you.
anytime.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're a star, baby. You're a star. We
I'm
love
coming.
you.
I have to come back. I love
You have to.
Like this was
Absolutely.
iconic.
We love you,
Oh,
baby
but
girl.
They're both wearing my lip gloss, by the way.
Of course we are. Duh. We are Mac. Anyway, sending you blessings, love, and light, and always some brown sugar kisses. You can see us here every Thursday here on the Cutting Up of Kiki with Connie. And
Lina,
what you got for me, girl?
click and subscribe.
That's right.
Honeysuckles.
Oh. Bye, guys.
Ouch.
Our show is produced by Josh Rosenspark and Matthew Breen. Our gorgeous graphics are by Daryl Raymond. Our theme music is You Need It. Produced and written and performed by 808 Beach, John J.C. Carr, and Bill Coleman, courtesy of Peace Biscuit. Our perfect production designer is Daryl Dickens. This season's hair has been done by the heavenly hair goddess herself, Mariah. Our very special thanks to Jason Canner for all your wonderful support. The Cutting Up is a Pride House Media production.